Namaste. So today we will study about specialized transport. Specialized transport of drug across the cell membrane requires carrier protein. The drug form a complex with the carrier protein at the outer surface of the cell membrane and then the transported across the cell membrane to the inner surface and the drug is released from the drug carrier complex. There are of two main type active transport and endocytosis. First, active transport. In active transport, the drug molecule penetrates in the lipid bilayer membrane from lower concentration to higher concentration of the solute against the concentration gradient by utilizing energy, which we called as ATP, and with the help of carrier protein. There are two types: primary active transport and secondary active transport. So first, let's see what is primary active transport. It is also known as direct active transport. It directly uses energy to transport molecules across a membrane. The energy used in this type of active transport is ATP. The ion is sodium, potassium and calcium and hydrogen are transported by primary active transport using carrier protein and ATP. Next is secondary active transport, or which we call it as co-transport. In secondary active transport, a molecule gradient, there is no longer directly coupling of ATP. For example, sodium proton co-transporter. Third is endocytosis. Endocytosis is the movement of material into a cell by membranous vessels. Endocytosis requires the expenditure of the energy or ATP. There are three types of endocytosis. First is phagocytosis, pinocytosis, and receptor mediator cytosis. First, phagocytosis. Phagocytosis is also known as cell eating. This transport is utilized by large molecular weight drug uptaking of vitamin B12 along with intrinsic factor. Then pinocytosis. Pinocytosis is also known as cell drinking. This process required a lot of energy in the form of ATP. Fat soluble vitamin, folic acid enter the cell by pinocytosis. Receptor mediated endocytosis. It is also called clathrin dependent endocytosis. The receptor present on the cell membrane bind with the specific ligands. This ligand receptor get ingested using clathrin molecule. Next is bioavailability. Bioavailability is the fraction of a administered dose of changed drug that reaches the systemic circulation when a medication is administered intravenously. Its bioavailability is 100%. However, when a medication is administered by other routes such as oral, its bioavailability is decreased due to incomplete absorption and the first pass metabolism, or may vary from patient to patient due to inert individual variation. Bioavailability must be considered when calculating dose from non intravenous route of the administration. Bioequivalence, it is a condition in which different formulation of the same drug or the chemical are equally observed when taken into the body. Factors affecting the bioavailabilities are lipid solubility. Absorption of the drug depend on lipid solubility. Absorption is more if the drug is lipid soluble. Lipid solubility depend on ionization. Unionized drugs are more lipid soluble and are better absorbed. Ionized drugs are less lipid soluble and are less absorbed. Then molecular size. Smaller the molecular size of the drug, rapid is the absorption. Third is the particle size. Particle may be composed either of a single molecule or more than 100 molecules. Larger is the particle size, slower will be the diffusion and absorption, and vice versa. Degree of ionization. An unionized drugs are more lipid soluble and are better absorbed. Ionized drugs are less lipid soluble and are less absorbed. Ionization depends on the pH of the drug and pH of the medium. If the pH is the same, the drug remain unionized and become lipid soluble and absorb better. Like acid drugs like aspirin, barbiturates, and etc. Physical form. Drug may exist as solid, liquid or gas. Gas are rapidly absorbed more than liquid, while the liquid are rapidly absorbed more than solid. The drug in the syrup or suspension form are rapidly absorbed than the tablet or capsule. Then chemical nature. Chemical nature is responsible for the selection of the route of the drug administration. For example, heparin is a drug with a large molecule weight and is cannot be given orally. Insulin is degraded if given orally. Benzene penicillin also get degraded if given orally. Seventh is dosage form. Dosage form affect the rate and the extent of absorption. For example, nitroglyceride when given by the sublingual route disintegrate rapidly but stay for the shorter duration. Eighth is the concentration. If the drug concentration increase, drug absorption across the cell membrane also increase. 9 is the area of absorptive surface. Most of the drug are given orally because of the large area of absorption surface, so that greater absorption occur. Organophosphate compound are highly lipid soluble and poisoning can cause even in by the absorption through the skin. Vascularity. If the vascularity is more, the drug absorption also increases. In shock, the blood supply decreases and the drug absorption decreases. During IM injection, massage increases vascular supply and the drug absorption is also increases. 11th is pH. Acid pH favor the absorption of the acid drug and basic pH favor the absorption of the basic drug. 12th is presence of other substance like food can increase or decrease the drug absorption. For example, atorvastatin is better absorbed when taken with food. Milk decreases the absorption of iron. 13 is GI motility. The drug absorption get altered in the diarrhea or constipation. 14 is disease. In diarrhea, drug absorption decrease. Malabsorptive syndrome decrease drug absorption in the acrocardia, decrease the absorption of acidic drug. So here we have completed this absorption. Hope you will understand. For any query you can comment below. Thank you.